Hello, Scorpio Rising. I'm Birdie Galaxy. Welcome to the Lunatic Fringe. This is your January 2024 horoscope. I write my horoscopes from the rising sign perspective. If you are a Scorpio sun, you may get some benefit from this, but you are more likely to get a much more relatable and accurate read if you listen to or watch your rising sign. So, Scorpio rising, if you would like to know what happens in January for you, stick around. Okay, Scorpio, we start out the month with the sun still in Capricorn in your third house, or the house of communication, intellect, logic, and siblings. So the sun is really shining a light on that for you right now. But we are going to look at Mercury, which is right next door in Sagittarius in your second house. This is the house of values, of self-worth, of possessions, and money. So Mercury has been retrograde since mid-December in Sagittarius in your second house, really bringing that energy of reevaluation, reassessment, realignment to your finances or your possessions or your personal resources. Now Mercury has moved direct. So this is really bringing more clarity to these financial matters. It's fostering open communication and insightful perspectives on your personal resources and on your finances. Now on January 4th, we have Mars, or the Tower, moving into Capricorn alongside the Sun. And I'm going to make lots of room here because there's going to be a big party going on here in Capricorn for the month of January. So Mars here in your third house is really bringing a focused and assertive communication, possibly leading to successful endeavors relating to learning or to local interactions or interactions with siblings. And I consider siblings to be not just your brothers and sisters, but also any type of cousins you may have grown up with that are on that same tier and you relate to like a sibling, or even very, very close family friends. Now, on the 11th of the month, we have the moon, the high priestess. This is intuition, mystery, and knowledge. This is that gut instinct. The moon also moves into this Capricorn third house for you. When the sun and the moon come together, they create a new moon. And a new moon is when the sun and moon energies are harmonizing, they're collaborating and working with each other. In this case, it's in your third house, this area of communication. So new moons bring a time for new projects, new beginnings, fresh starts. This is really a time for new, fresh starts in setting practical communication goals and cultivating a very disciplined approach to your learning and expressing ideas. Now on the 13th, we have Mercury that has been in Sagittarius also moving into this Capricorn party. Again, we're focusing on the third house. I'm going to be mentioning this a lot in this video. It is all about the third house for you in January, Scorpio rising. It's all about your intellect, your mind space, your logic, your communication, your thought processes. So Mercury moving here, Mercury rules the third house. Mercury is at home in the third house. So it's really creating an extra emphasis of this mercurial energy for you. And this is an extreme highlight of your practical and disciplined communication style. This is emphasizing a structured approach to learning and to creating an effective way of expressing yourself within your interpersonal relationships, especially when it comes to siblings. Now Scorpio, on the 20th of the month, the sun is going to move out of that house and make a little bit of room as it moves right next door to your fourth house, to Aquarius. The fourth house is the house of home, family, foundation of your origins. It is your past, both your past in this life and past lives. It's your emotional foundation. So the sun moving into the fourth house, or your house of home, is highlighting or illuminating your desire for an unconventional home life, or for emphasizing your need for individuality or for innovation within your home or domestic situation. Now on the 23rd, we have Venus, or the Empress, making its way into this Capricorn party. So just as the sun made a little bit of room, Venus just comes right back in and fills it back up. Venus is bringing with it this Venus's values. Venus shows what we value, what is worthy to us, as well as our own self-worth. So Venus is bringing that and really emphasizing how much you value this practical and structured approach to your communication. It's emphasizing how much you desire and find value in structure and in stability, especially when it comes to your relationships with siblings or cousins or people on that tier. Now by the 25th of the month, the moon has moved on into Leo. Leo is your 10th house. The 10th house is the house of public status, public recognition, career, fame, how we are seen out in the world. So putting the moon in this 5th house makes it opposite, directly opposite of the sun or the moon is in your 10th house, so it makes it directly opposite of the sun in your 4th house. Now, the 4th house is home, and this is private. The 10th house is public. It's out in the realm of what other people see of you. So full moon is when these energies are in opposition to each other, and full moons tend to bring a need for figuring out how to create balance between two different areas of life. So here we have a need for balance between your home life and your public life, your private life and your work life, or your career goals. So this full moon, the moon is our emotions. So where the moon is where we can find where we're experiencing a lot of emotional, maybe upheaval or just expression. So this full moon is really showing a heightened emotional connection to your self-expression and to your public recognition. This is potentially influencing your career path and showing that you have a need for not only expressing yourself through your own mindset, but also having recognition for that self-expression. Now lastly, Scorpio, at the end of the month, we have Uranus moving direct in Taurus. Now Uranus has been in Taurus in your house of relationships for a while, and it has been retrograde, causing this sort of bogging down of the need for analysis and reevaluation in your relationship. Well, now that Uranus has moved forward, this forward momentum is bringing a potential for some unconventional and some transformative dynamics within your partnerships, within your unions or relationships. And this can be both personal and business relationships. So this is really encouraging a unique and unexpected element, or encouraging you to take on a unique or an unexpected way of going about things when it comes to these one-on-one relationships. So Scorpio rising, there's a lot having to do with your own mindset, your own intellect, your own means of communication, and that is having an effect on your relationships, your personal relationships, as well as your home and family relationships. So thank you so much for watching, Scorpio. Please subscribe down below if you liked what you heard, and if you want to see what's coming up for you in February, come back. See you next time. Bye.